Hey guys, I'm going to be working behind the camera today and directly into our notebook. We're on the next open page in it, and we're going to be talking today about the Pilgrims. So let's title this Pilgrims. I'm also going to be writing in a marker so you can see it on the video. So a lot of mine will take up a lot of room because I'm writing with a fat little marker. And so yours will probably be a little more concise than mine is. The thing you need to know about the Pilgrims is they are a very religious group. And so to represent that, let's draw a large cross that takes up basically the entire page. And I'm having to also work around the tripod. But the Pilgrims, we know them as the people who made the voyage to the New World for religious reasons. The Pilgrims are the people who made the voyage to the New World for religious reasons. Now, there were two different kinds of pilgrim. On one side, we have the Pilgrims that we'll call the Puritans. The Puritans. And the Puritans wanted, as you can imagine from their name, Puritan, they wanted to purify the Church of England. Purify the Church of England. The second kind of pilgrim we call separatists. Separatists. And these guys are the pretty hardcore Christians. They're hardcore. And what the separatists wanted to do is totally separate from the Church of England. They wanted to totally separate from the Church of England. Now the thing is, even though these two guys are different in their beliefs, purifying the Church of England, getting rid of all the things that they didn't like about the Church of England, and then those that totally wanted to separate from what the Church of England was doing, they had one thing in common. They were all seeking religious freedom. If you can make yours inside the cross, that would be best. So because they are all seeking religious freedom, they get together and they establish the Plymouth Colony. They establish the Plymouth Colony, and they name a guy named William Bradford as their governor. William Bradford as their governor. Now, an interesting thing about these pilgrims is that before they even got off the ship, as they landed on the shore of the Massachusetts Bay, they didn't leave right away. They stayed on board and they began talks of how they can best run their colony. And what they came up with is called the Mayflower Compact. The Mayflower Compact, and this was in 1620. What this is it is the first self-governing document. And the interesting thing about the Mayflower Compact being this first self-governing document is it is, oh goodness, where can I put this? We'll put it right over here. If you can fit it underneath here, that would be best. But since I don't have enough room, I'm going to write it right over here, but it needs to go with this. It's the first self-governing document that's based on majority rule. Based on majority rule. And a cool fact is that these religious groups, like the Pilgrims, these religious groups were really the first to establish a representative government. Representative government. Okay? The religious groups were the first to establish a representative government. And these Pilgrims, they set up what is now called the Massachusetts Bay Colony. The Massachusetts Bay Colony.